Today I decided to survey the amount of rust on the W124 project. It's at the stage now where I'm ready to take it to the paint shop. Well, I just have one more door to disassemble, but I wanted to make sure that there was no rust hiding underneath the car that I hadn't seen yet. The usual suspect places around the subframe mounts at the rear are all absolutely rust-free. So underneath the car, although very dirty, it's all solid metal. There's no rust other than a bit of surface rust here and there. All of this will clean up with a high pressure washer when the time comes. These are the areas where I welded the brackets in for the center console in the rear. I will deal with these later once I have the rear subframe removed for refurbishment, but that's nothing major. Absolutely no rust whatsoever. Where there is rust, however, is in the seal around the left taillight. Anywhere you see black paint is hiding surface rust. Around the lid seal, mainly at the bottom, and on the top surface, this is quite serious surface rust. Some of it is actually perforated. There's also surface rust around these locations here. Now this black paint is rust killing paint. I've also treated the rust before applying it, and underneath the middle of the rear windscreen there is a bit of serious rust there as well that will need attention. There's some around the antenna hole. There's a few spots around the windscreen. Major concern is around the sunroof. All of it is on the top surface. It has not perforated through. I'm thinking I might just grind that back myself and see how deep it's gone and then retreat it. I really don't want any cutting and welding done around the sunroof because it will never close properly again. They just can never get it right, unfortunately. Not here anyway. Some surface rust around the bracket holes hidden by the windscreen. That's fairly typical because it is unfortunately a water trap. Just more bracket rust. One area of concern is in the actual driver's door frame. This is going to have to be cut out and repaired. It's not a huge amount, it doesn't actually extend into the frame itself, it's just on that folded edge. But underneath the removed cladding there is no rust whatsoever, it is just an accumulation of mud over the years. So these are the kinds of horror stories you can expect to see if you remove your cladding. It is just a dirt trap. And this car has had some life out in remote areas, so that's why the dirt is orange. Now this here is caused by the foam in the rear bumper. From the vibrations of driving along, it cuts through the paint. And this is the foam blocks in the rear bumpers I'm talking about. This bumper will be going in the trash. I have brand new bumpers to install. This is just a close-up of the rust around the sunroof. Now, when I first got the car, it was just orange bare metal. This all occurred in the space of 12 months, quietly rusting away in my backyard. I didn't even notice it until it was too late. But fortunately it's only on the top surface. I don't know if you can see in this video, but there is absolutely no rust inside, underneath that top surface on the folded edge there. So the bottom layer has not been contaminated at all. I may just grind it off, as I said, and see how deep it goes and treat it. I really don't want that cut and welded around there. I did that with my 6.9 and that sunroof never closed again. I just can't trust these people to do a good enough job to have a functioning sunroof if you need to weld there.